40s outside, even close to 50 down south, closer to Portland. Same thing by Augusta. So temperatures were mild. We had temperatures in the low to mid 40s earlier today. And now, of course, we are cooling off and temperatures are going to continue to dip below freezing. And we're going to be hovering in those lower 20s by the morning hours. Beth?
Alrighty, Conrad, thanks so much. And still to come on Fox 22 News at 10, Brewer schools are adopting a new policy to help students feel accepted.
And legislators tour the University of Maine. We'll have those stories and much more after this.
Are you fed up with high prices at the pump? Do monthly utility bills drain your wallet?
If you're nodding your head yes, Renewal by Andersen is your best solution. They custom build and install weather-tight replacement windows and back them with a generous, fully transferable limited warranty.
Call now to schedule your free design consultation. Plus, take advantage of this limited time offer with incredible savings and attractive financing. Don't miss out. Call Renewal by Andersen today.
If you're eligible for Medicare and Medicaid, a Medicare Advantage plan from Anthem Maine Health can come with all the benefits you want and zero compromises. Just go to anthemainehealth.com/answers or call 855-753-3928 for a one-on-one Medicare plan review. Ask about our $0 monthly premium plans that include dental, vision, and hearing coverage, along with transportation, a free gym membership, and $0 copay for prescriptions, all for zero extra cost. Plus, you could be eligible for extra benefits to help you save even more. We have plans with up to $2,500 a year to help you pay for over-the-counter health items, groceries, and living expenses like cell phone, electric, or water bills, all on a single prepaid MasterCard you can use at thousands of locations nationwide. Call Anthem Maine Health at 855-753-3928 or visit anthemmainehealth.com/answers and get a Medicare Advantage plan with zero compromises for you and your wallet.
Rowell's Garage has been serving customers in the greater Dover-Foxcroft region since 1946. Our goal is not just selling you a vehicle, but also giving you quality service to maintain your vehicle at peak performance. Browse our inventory online or in person. Whether it's a car, truck, or SUV, we can put you in the vehicle that is right for you. Sales, service, and parts. Rowell's Garage. Doing business the right way every day.
It's Battle of the Ages.
These old geezers better work.
This old guy's here to play.
This is a joke. Hell's Kitchen, Battle of the Ages, Thursday on Fox.
Coming up on Good Morning Maine, we'll hear from the Piscataquis County Sheriff regarding their staffing situation compared to other divisions. Plus, we'll get an update in the Dylan Ketchum trial, and we'll hear about the student winner at the Cohen School in Bangor who competed in a STEM competition through NASA. These stories and more coming up on Good Morning Maine. Thanks to recently passed legislation, the Maine Department of Transportation has started the process to connect the Bangor area to Portland and Auburn via rail. Our Devin Dagnold explains.
The Maine Department of Transportation has confirmed that it will be hosting a meeting on Thursday the 19th to discuss the potential of improving Bangor's intercity bus service and adding a passenger rail that would connect Bangor and Augusta to Portland. The meeting is following a months-long survey and study that the DOT conducted about the potential projects.
But I believe that the purpose of the meeting is just to kind of high-level look at what the travel modes are currently within the corridor, conceptually who could be potentially using an enhanced service, what the demand would potentially be, and then some really high-level costs.
Sarah Devlin, the executive director of Bangor Area Comprehensive Transportation System, or BACS, was part of the advisory committee for the DOT survey, and she says that these additions would be good for the greater Bangor area. But she does have a concern about the cost. Maine State Senator Joe Baldacci has been a long-time advocate for the addition of a Bangor public railway, but he's not getting his hopes up about the meeting.
You know, the DOT is not interested in doing any kind of legwork on this, and I hate to be this kind of, I try to reserve my comments and I try not to be negative as often as I can, but in this case they have really done everything they can to just make this as difficult as possible.
Baldacci says that the survey done by the DOT was little more than a Gallup poll and didn't examine how much of a positive impact the railway could be. We spoke with a few people in the Bangor area about the potential of a public railway, and the overwhelming consensus was that they wanted it.
Unequivocally, yes. Do you know what it would be like to get to New York on Amtrak after driving to Bangor instead of doing this wonderfully circuitous route?
If you would like to attend the DOT's public Zoom meeting, the link can be found on our website. In Bangor, Devin Dagnall for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Brewer schools are in the process of adopting a new policy aimed at making students feel accepted and celebrating their differences. Brewer School Superintendent Greg Palmer says the policy was offered by the Maine School Management Association to all school districts. The policy would allow students to have equal access to resources and opportunities, setting students up for success. Palmer says a policy like this one allows anyone to walk in and feel welcomed for who they are.
That everybody matters. And you know, the great thing about public school is that we don't curate who walks through the door. Public school door is wide and it welcomes everybody. And anyone who wants to attend public school can walk through that door.
School committee approved the policy in its first reading on Monday and will need to get a second reading approval before they can put it into action. Palmer expects a final approval when the committee meets again next month.
Well, a company out of Lewiston is looking to blast, drill, crush, and transport tons of sand and gravel in the town of Winthrop. Brad Rogers takes a look at the quarry controversy and the reasons why hundreds of people in town are so against it.
Just up this road is a 10-acre ledge that a company is hoping to mine to make crushed stone. But about 800 residents here in Winthrop, many of whom live within 3 miles of this site, are opposed to it. This used to be an egg farm back in the day, but a Lewiston company bought all 385 acres of the farm here on Turkey Lane in Winthrop, hoping to build a rock quarry operation about a mile west of downtown.
As you can see with the direction the wind's blowing now, it's blowing right towards the middle schools and the high schools. But this would be their first quarry.
Gil Soucy heads a group hoping to stop the Winthrop open pit mine. He lives here on Turkey Lane, where if approved, LA Properties LLC could dig out up to 10 acres of a rock ledge 20 feet deep. We were unable to reach the Lewiston company. Soucy is worried about silt from the mine polluting the aquifer and well water of nearby homeowners and possibly polluting nearby lakes and wetlands.
The water resources here are at a premium, and of course they're going to be using water to basically moisten the particles so that this place doesn't look like a dust bowl.
Families we spoke with are also concerned about the noise from blasting and crushing rock and the constant truck traffic up and down this road. They're also worried about air pollution and microscopic dust particles blowing into town from the mining operation. Soucy says prevailing winds would blow the dust straight toward Winthrop Middle and High School.
These kids and teachers over there are going to be breathing this carcinogenic dust that is invisible to the human eye, but the electron microscope, it looks like broken shards of glass.
The Winthrop Planning Board has not made a decision yet. They've asked the company for more information about the mining operation here.
And that was Brad Rogers reporting. Well, coming up on the 10 p.m. news on Fox 22, prosecutors lay out new disturbing evidence in the case against Brian Walsh, who's charged with murder in the disappearance of his wife, Anna.
And overall inflation is down, but Americans might not notice between layoffs, slumping retail sales, and still high prices. Well, those stories and more as the 10 p.m. news on Fox 22 continues.
It's time to start planning that new home or garage you've been thinking about. Hammond Lumber Company is here to help, offering complete building packages with everything you need. With several options on their website and thousands of unique plans in their in-house drawing catalog. Hammond will help you make your dreams a reality. Choose your materials from Hammond's extensive showroom displays, and Hammond will deliver your order from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Start planning your new home or garage at Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Looking for a new work experience? Fox and ABC Bangor are partnering with local employers to feature the best local job opportunities, like this one.
Bonham Masonry is currently hiring for general laborers and experienced masons. On-the-job training is available for those with no experience. We offer paid time off, travel pay, IRA, and health benefits. If interested in applying, please contact Dan Bonham at 323-5304.
Roto-Rooter has served the greater Bangor area and beyond for 35 years, offering plumbing, hydrojetting, snaking, descaling, video inspection, and grease interceptor cleaning services. For all your residential and commercial clogs, call Roto-Rooter today, 990-1234.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Welding. It's the backbone of our world, and it's a career that may be perfect for your future. When you study welding technology from Beale University, you'll learn essential skills leading to a reliable and in-demand trade. Begin with the 8-month Welding Technology Diploma program. Then consider Beale's online associate's degree, designed to give you broader knowledge and training. Get started today and be part of an important trade. Welding Technology at Beale University. You can do this.
Your favorite restaurants for half off. It's half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7. Here's this week's featured deal.
Great things are always cooking at the Ground. New menu, new specials, with an amazing variety of choices for every taste. Good times, great service, and amazing food. Only at your locally owned Ground, Odland Road, Bangor.
On sale Thursday at 9 a.m. A limited supply available half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7.
There's one number you need to know. It's called Joe.
The husband of the Massachusetts woman missing since New Year's Day has now been formally charged with her murder. Brian Walsh is accused of killing his wife Anna, and officials believe they can prove it. Fox's Brian Yennis is in Quincy, Massachusetts with the latest.
The defendant is now before the court charged with murder of his wife, Anna Walsh.
This morning, Brian Walsh stared blankly in court. Walsh shaking his head once as the prosecutor described a series of disturbing Google searches he allegedly made on his son's iPad the morning his wife Anna was last seen.
At 4:55 a.m. on January 1st, he searched how long before a body starts to smell. At 4:58 a.m., how to stop a body from decomposing.
Other Google searches included how to dispose of a dismembered body. Prosecutors say the searches began days before Anna's disappearance.
On December 27th, defendant Googled, what's the best state to divorce for a man? Rather than divorce, it is believed that Brian Walsh dismembered Anna Walsh and discarded her body.
Anna's body has not been found. Investigators did manage to recover 10 trash bags discarded outside of Brian's mother's home, containing numerous blood-stained items matching Anna's DNA, like a bloody Tyvek suit. Prosecutors say surveillance video captured Walsh purchasing a similar suit at a Home Depot. Anna's COVID vaccine card was also found, along with her purse, boots, and a portion of her necklace. Investigators said blood and 2 knives were found in the Walsh's basement, and bloodstains were found in Brian's car. Walsh's demeanor today in court is in stark contrast to his smiling face seen after his arrest more than a week ago.
He was in handcuffs in our custody. His children were in state custody, and his wife was missing. There's nothing to be smiling about.
That was a pretty big indicator for you guys.
The detectives doubled down at that point to get to the bottom of things.
It really was a turning point.
Yes.
Walsh pleaded not guilty. He's being held without bail. The next hearing is February 9th. In Quincy, Massachusetts, Brian Yennis, Fox News.
And new evidence coming to light in the case of the brutal murders of 4 University of Idaho college students. Fox's Laura Engel now with those details.
Search warrants unsealed Wednesday in the case against Idaho murder suspect Brian Kohberger. The documents contain new details about what investigators discovered after his arrest inside his apartment in Washington state. They found a disposable glove and possible hair strands, including one that may have come from an animal. One of the victims, Kayla Gonzalez, had a dog. They also found a pillow and mattress cover with dark red and brown stains. The crime scene where the victims were found contained a significant amount of blood, which police believe would have likely gotten onto the killer's clothing. Also seized was Koberger's computer. Investigators will want to look into his search history and whether he looked up any of the victims.
They're going to look for digital evidence. There's a treasure trove that exists. Are there direct messaging to any of the victims, whether or not there was anything regarding disposing of evidence, some concealing of evidence?
A law enforcement source tells People magazine that Koberger repeatedly tried to direct message one of the victims on Instagram, but she didn't respond. Fox News has yet to independently confirm that allegation. The warrants also allege that the evidence suggests the killings were premeditated. An investigator saying, quote, "These murders appear to have been planned rather than a crime that happened in a moment of conflict." Koberger has not yet entered a plea and will be back in court June 26. In New York, Laura Ingle, Fox News.
Meanwhile, overall inflation is trending down, but Americans might not even notice. Between layoffs, slumping retail sales, and persistent high prices, many are just trying to stay above water. Fox's Lauren Blanchard has more from Washington.
I don't feel the easing. It just feels high.
That sentiment all too familiar for Americans across the country still dealing with high inflation. The good news, December numbers show wholesale inflation before it hits consumers fell 0.5 percentage point from the previous month. Still, the producer price index is 6.2% higher than a year ago. The extended wallet pain has caused retail sales to slump.
I'm pretty frugal, so I just kind of buy what I need. It's less spending.
The Commerce Department shows retail sales fell 1.1% in December, more than expected. Economists say this shows consumers are tightening their budgets.
If you're not spending at Christmas time, when the heck are you going to spend?
And more employees are being handed pink slips as companies prepare for a potentially painful year.
President Biden knows firsthand the impact of losing a job and what that can have to your entire family. This is something that he knows and understands.
Microsoft announced they're cutting 10,000 employees, joining others like Amazon, which is cutting 18,000, the largest round of layoffs ever for the e-commerce titan.
We are going to have a recession. The only question is how big, how severe, and quite frankly, what we need is the government to stop spending, to hold the line on spending.
The Federal Reserve is planning to meet in just 2 weeks. It is expected they will again raise interest rates, though only by 0.25 percentage point. In Washington, Lauren Blanchard, Fox News.
And still to come on Fox 22 News at 10, a local group of 7th graders received some recognition that could be called out of this world.
And in sports, Maine hockey comes off yet another win over a ranked team. And right now, they're just looking for some consistency. We'll be right back.
The Eagles take on the Giants, and the Cowboys battle the 49ers. The NFC Divisional Playoffs, Saturday and Sunday on Fox.
Comfy, cozy, relaxing. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find rockers, recliners, sofas, and easy chairs. Quality furniture, affordable prices. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
Hey, business owners. Do you have W-2 employees? Did you keep your W-2 employees employed through the pandemic? You may qualify for a government program called ERTC. Businesses can qualify up to $26,000 per employee. We can help make the process easier and make sure it gets filed correctly. Please call Kim Lewis today to get the money you deserve at 1-833-567-8867.
Come try one of our daily specials at Pat's Pizza in Hamden.
Tuesday, spaghetti or ziti with meatballs or sausage, only $5.50.
Wednesday, large one-topping pizza, only $8.50.
Thursday, get an oven-baked wrap for only $6.
Friday is fish and fries for only $8.
And Saturday, get a small one-item pizza with a fountain soda, only $8.
Bring the family to Pat's Pizza, 662 Main Road, North Hamden.
Silver Fox Automotive is a family-owned and operated company with more than 30 years of experience. We are originally from the county and offer competitive prices and promise you will be completely satisfied with our work. We offer a stress-free experience to both our new and returning customers. We only use parts from reputable brands to ensure your vehicle is safe to drive. Here at Silver Fox, there will always be a friendly face to greet you. Come see us at 2004 Audlin Road in Herman.
Hank's Husqvarna is your full-line Husqvarna dealer with 2 convenient locations, 32 Old State Road in Carmel and 19 Moosehead Trail in Newport. Whether it's tractors and zero turns, chainsaws to trimmers, or pressure washers to snow blowers, everything is set up, serviced, and ready to go by our certified Husqvarna technician. And all sales are backed by our in-house Husqvarna warranty. For parts, service, or sales, stop in to Hank's Husqvarna, Carmel or Newport.
Durable, sturdy, stylish. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find solid wood, built to last, made in Maine dressers, bureaus, and nightstands. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
An unusual example of the dangers of social media, a medication critical to some diabetics is in short supply because of its popularity on TikTok, but it's being used for a totally different purpose. Fox's Jillian Turner has the story.
Ozempic. It's a prescription drug used to treat patients with type 2 diabetes.
One of them was the hemoglobin A1C.
But doctors say it's also gone viral as a weight loss silver bullet.
It's as close to the magic weight loss as we have right now.
Some doctors are prescribing it to people to help shed pounds fast, even though they don't have diabetes.
I've never tried anything that has been this effective before.
TikTok videos touting Ozempic's miraculous weight loss effects have had more than 400 million views. The trend is so ubiquitous in Hollywood, it's become the butt of award show jokes. Elon Musk recently credited the drug with helping him shed 30 pounds. Pharmacists, though, say there's a dark side to off-label Ozempic use.
If you're a patient with diabetes and you need that medication to control your blood sugar, then you have a competition now with the people who are using it for weight loss.
Ozempic's manufacturer says it's flying off pharmacy shelves and acknowledges a supply shortage, but insists Novo Nordisk does not promote, suggest, or encourage off-label use of our medicines. Doctors are now warning of health risks related to Ozempic's misuse, including stomach pain and vomiting.
Patients who are taking these medications off-label for the wrong use, for, let's say, recreational purposes, essentially, they're doing it at their own risk.
What's going to happen after that fact? You cannot be on a drug for the rest of your life.
Ozempic received FDA approval back in 2017. The company is now running its U.S. facilities 24 hours a day and has plans to build 3 new facilities to ramp up production. In Washington, Jillian Turner, Fox News.
Tomorrow is the day Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen expects the U.S. to hit its debt limit. Like a family moving money between bank accounts before payday, she has some maneuvering she can do, but only for so long. And the onus is now on Congress to come up with a way to hike the limit before the nation's debt goes into default. Fox's Caroline Shively reports from Washington.
The U.S. is set to hit its debt limit on Thursday, a number so high it's hard to fathom, $31.4 trillion.
That's a lot of zeros. I think anything over $1 billion, I can't process.
The right-leaning Heritage Foundation came up with this chart that says if a median income family spent the way the government does, they'd spend all their money and have to put more than $46,000 on a credit card, even though they were already $474,000 in debt.
If I have to control my budget, then yes, I think Congress should as well.
So how did the federal government run up its credit cards?
They wanted to have a spending party, and it wasn't just Democrats in the Senate. Those bills passed with a lot of Republican support.
Like a family in financial trouble might try, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen says she can take extraordinary measures, like selling off investments or suspending reinvestments in government retirement funds. But that would only put off the crisis until June.
How many times have we seen this? They take it right to the 11th hour, and then they come to a deal. They know they've got to raise the debt, so they've spent the money.
A less likely option is making painful budget cuts to Social Security, Medicare, or Medicaid.
We're not getting rid of anything, and you can't scare the bejesus out of people saying we're going to get rid of Social Security.
This is not a new problem. The U.S. got so close to defaulting on its debt in 2011, the government lost its perfect S&P credit rating. In Washington, Caroline Shively, Fox News.
Meanwhile, California is getting a brief break from the deluge of rainfall that soaked the state. But there are still lingering dangers left to contend with. Fox's Max Gordon has that story.
Weeks of wild weather have left a mark on California. Non-stop flooding and storms taking a toll on roadways and homes across the Golden State.
Infrastructure can't handle the amount of water falling on us right now.
Significant damage in 2/3 of California's counties. Thousands of homes and businesses are likely to be red tagged and deemed uninhabitable because of all the floodwater and mud that deteriorated the buildings.
We need help. We don't have homes to live in anymore.
No flood insurance. I tried to get flood insurance several years ago, and they said, oh, you're not in a flood zone. You don't need it. And here we are.
While the rains have let up for now, the danger remains. Mudslides are a persistent threat. More than 500 reported across the state just since New Year's Day. One even stopping a train in its tracks near San Francisco.
I've been on the train since 7:11 this morning, so yeah, 5 hours.
President Biden is planning to travel to California on Thursday to meet with emergency officials and first responders and to assess what the federal government can do to help. In Arizona, record snowfall over 2 days blanketing parts of Flagstaff and the high country, more than 2 feet of it covering the roads and causing headaches for drivers.
A lot of travelers coming from Phoenix getting stuck. Cars totaled.
The snow is also being blamed for some car crashes and flight delays here in Colorado, with even more snow falling today. In Denver, Colorado, Max Gordon, Fox Weather.
A local group of 7th graders are receiving out-of-this-world recognition. NASA will be working with a group of students from Bangor's William S. Cohen School to detect and study greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. 4 months ago, the group of 7th graders submitted an experiment proposal to NASA through their Tech Rise Challenge. The announcement was made by Tech Rise over a video conference.
What did it feel like to hear your name called out?
We knew it was going to pop up.
Why were you so confident?
We are very talented young kids, so.
7th graders' projects went head-to-head with others across the nation, even beating out some high schoolers for one of the available 60 openings. The group will be working on their project for the remainder of the school year with the help of NASA engineers, but these kids are bright and they know it. You know, I'm sure without the help of the NASA engineers, it would have been a very impressive project to begin with. But how cool is it to get that recognition?
Well, it's nice to see the confidence, but I think they're definitely going to be in awe of those NASA engineers when they see what they do and their breadth of knowledge. So, I mean, kudos to them. How many of any of us really can say, oh, well, we worked with NASA engineers on that?
Right.
Pretty amazing.
That'd be really cool to look back on.
Indeed. All righty. Well, Conrad's coming back with our full 5 days. Stay with us.
And get ready, folks. This is the calm before the storm as another low-pressure system is just 48 hours away. What are we going to get, though? Is it going to be rain, snow, freezing rain? Well, tune in and find out. I'll have all the answers coming up.
Where will your new Chevy take you this year? Anywhere. Find new experiences, find new roads. Qualified lessees with a current eligible lease can get this Silverado for around $399 a month. Or current Chevy owners can get $2,500 total cash allowance when you purchase.
In recent years, we have seen many major shifts in the housing market. Maine Val has the experience and expertise to analyze these changes to provide a clear and accurate service for all your real estate appraisals. From estate and tax planning, divorce litigation, and other legal matters, we offer services to all our communities across the state of Maine. You do not have to navigate this turbulent market blindly. Trust in Maine Val's extensive experience to make highly informed decisions. Contact us today at 573-3222.
Family owned and operating in the Bangor area for more than 10 years. Crosby's Welding is here to help you. We specialize in steel, stainless steel, and aluminum welding and fabrication. We serve many of the local industries from Maine lobstermen to the commercial trucking industry and everything in between. Fully mobile on-site construction services right down to custom signs and fire pits. Fast, friendly, reliable service. Give us a call today for a free estimate. 974-7815.
Iowa. Oh my goodness! Ohio State. Oh, he's hot! Saturday at 2 Eastern on Fox.
And welcome back. Our main weather today is brought to you by Diversified Ink Tattoo Studio in Penobscot Plaza in Bangor, providing custom ink by licensed artists for over 20 years. Get ready, another snowmaker is on the way, folks, and we do have some winter storm watches that are in effect for counties pretty much just to the west of town, Waterville, Augusta area. We're looking at possibly over 4 to 5 inches of snowfall in some areas, and of course some small craft advisories are in effect by the coast. So this is the calm before the storm. Right now, not much going on. Mostly cloud cover right now. We do have a couple of scattered rain and snow showers. Those rain and snow showers mostly closer to the coast. Very light though and scattered, so not much to really talk about. But take a look at this low right about here. It's starting to develop right now. It's really intensifying as it continues to make it into the upper Midwest. And then for us, we're going to get in on some action as well. Don't worry, we are not going to miss out on this one. So today into tomorrow, we're going to be pretty much in the clear besides Thursday night into Friday. That's when that low starts to move in. And this one's going to be mostly snow, pretty much all snow for us here in town. Lingering snow showers continuing into Friday. And then finally, by the evening hours, we're in the clear. So how much snow are we going to get? We're looking at several inches of snowfall possible, especially just west of town, where places by Waterville might get closer to 6 inches of snow. Same by the coast, we're looking at several inches of snow. And then up north, and same thing just to the east of here of town. We're looking at barely any snowfall, maybe a couple of inches that will be possible into the weekend. Winds are also a bit on the breezy end right now. We do have a 12-mile-an-hour wind here in town. Take a look at Greenville, though, 20-mile-an-hour sustained winds, gusting close to 35. So definitely winds are starting to pick up, and it is looking a little bit more windier outside with those temperatures finally starting to cool off. For tomorrow, though, we're going to have some pretty calm winds. And then once again for Friday, as that low starts to move in, winds will start to pick up, especially by the coast. Machias is coming in with a 30 to 35 mile per hour sustained gust. So get ready for those windy conditions on the way. Tonight, though, temperatures will be hovering in those low to mid-20s. Decreasing cloud cover. Tomorrow, though, more partly cloudy skies and a breezy conditions will be continuing. Temperatures will be slightly above the freezing mark, hovering at around 34 degrees, so more melting of the snow will be an issue once again tomorrow, and then refreezing overnight. Just ahead of our next low-pressure system moving in, as our extended forecast outlook does show another snowmaker on the way for Friday, lingering throughout the day. On Friday, we could have several inches of snowfall that could pile up. Saturday, though, into Sunday, we're in the clear once again, and possibilities of another low-pressure system on the way Sunday night into Monday. So more snow Sunday night, transitioning into a rain and snow mix during the day on Monday as temperatures continue to rise. We'll be sticking around in those upper 30s. Beth?
Definitely some chilly overnights coming our way as well.
Yeah, no doubt. But I think, going back to the snow, a lot of people, we've been talking about this, really excited. And after our last snow, it was kind of more ice than snow.
Yeah.
I think we're happy to see that.
Yeah, it's just a bit of a mess outside now, so some fresh powder would make a lot of folks really happy.
Gotta love the fresh pow.
I've got my eyes. Did you just say pow?
Yeah, I did.
Is that like trendy short
I think it's like
speak?
a skier thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to take your word for it on that.
Let's do it.
We're trusting you, Dubois. All right, sports is next. Stay with us.
Get looped, get sold with Next Home Experience.
At Bouchard Cleaning, rebuilding and restoring means more than just another job. To us, it's about bringing back cherished memories, restoring unforgettable moments in time, and giving hope when all was thought to be lost. For over 35 years, our mission has remained the same. You keep the memories, we'll handle the rest. Statewide commercial and residential services. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration.
Welcome to Kings Mountain RC and Hobby Shop in Brewer.
And some call me the King.
There are RC trucks, cars, crawlers, and parts aplenty. There are planes, metal detectors, and gear galore. I have decreed that all people can book birthday parties with their RC vehicles provided for all. We have indoor and outdoor tracks and crawling courses available. Bring yourself, your family, and friends to Kings Mountain RC and Hobby Shop, South Main Street, Brewer.
Let's face it, getting training and experience is hard, but at Loring Job Corps, we can help. From certifications in automotive technology, obtaining your CDL, or learning building trades, we have you covered. Maybe you prefer joining the high-tech world of computer networking or cybersecurity. We have that as well. Don't delay, get in the driver's seat to your future today. And the best part, Loring Job Corps is free. Receive free training, free meals, and even free housing. Call or go to jobcorps.gov/Loring. Job Corps careers begin here.
Looking for your dream home? Contact a Next Homie today and see what's available right now. Sellers, get ready to get looped and get sold. With Next Home Experience, we have your buyers.
Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Herman Motor Company. Whether you're looking for a new vehicle or to have your current vehicle serviced or detailed, Herman Motor Company has it all.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. Let's start on the ice. It was another big weekend for Maine men's hockey, splitting the series again with a top 20 team in the nation. And heading into yet another matchup against some of college hockey's best, they're just searching for some consistency. Ryan Sudol has more.
The guys came out hard on Saturday, and I thought they earned a victory.
Maine men's hockey faced number 16 ranked UMass Lowell in last weekend's series. After dropping a close Game 1, the Black Bears exploded for a 5-3 Game 2 win.
Yeah, I mean, that was huge for us. That's a step we needed to take. I mean, I think on Friday night we kind of were taken a little bit by surprise.
Friday was tough. We got outplayed, yeah, but we still had our chances. We just didn't capitalize on it.
After scoring just one goal in Friday's loss, the Black Bears more than capitalized Saturday as they scored 3 right out of the gate.
It was good to see us score 3 goals, no question, in the first period, but it's because our details and habits are better.
But the Riverhawks would mount a comeback and make it a 1-goal game on 2 occasions. The Black Bears, though, did not lose an ounce of confidence.
I don't think there was one moment where we were like, oh man, they're gonna come back on us. I mean, we were in control of that whole game, even though, I mean, they didn't make it easy for us.
We're playing our best hockey. I don't think there's anything that's gonna really distract us, and I think the worst thing that can happen is let those 2 goals get to us.
Despite the optimism coming from that win, the Black Bears have merely split every home doubleheader against ranked teams.
That's the thing for us right now. I mean, we can beat anyone on any given night. It's just about executing and doing it for 2 nights in a row rather than kind of being content with a split.
But the Black Bears will need their absolute best hockey to achieve that in their next series at number 5 ranked Boston this weekend.
But at the end of the day, they do got the skill and talent, so it's going to come down to effort and how detailed we are.
6 or 7 if not more, game-breaking players on their team. But if we play the same way we played on Saturday night, we'll give ourselves a chance.
In Orono, I'm Ryan Sudol, ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
Thanks for that, Ryan. Looking forward to that matchup against the Terriers. Let's stay at UMaine, and we will head to the Pit. Maine Women's Hoops was 5-0 in America East play heading into Wednesday night's game against Vermont. They were looking to make it 6. Black Bears, the number 2 team in the conference, Catamounts, number 3. Let's start in the first quarter. Black Bears, Adriana Smith. Nice pass here inside to J.C. Christopher. Nice reverse lay-in for the Skowhegan native. Second quarter now. It's Caroline Borneman bringing it down. She gives it to Ann Simon, and Simon drains the long-range 3. Black Bears up 5 at the half in the second half. Late third quarter, Vermont mounting a comeback. Catherine Gilwee with the 3 ball. They are clawing back in it. Maine up just 1 heading into the fourth, and in the fourth, the Catamounts would dominate. Emma Utterback to Delaney Richardson. Another 3. 11-0 run to start the quarter for Vermont. They win it 61-52. Snap Maine's winning streak. All right, 2 high school hoops now. Class B North girls matchup. Herman taking on Washington Academy, the Raiders. First quarter, Raiders with it. It's Chloe Densmore. She's going to find Addison Williams, and she is going to bury it from outside. Nice little corner 3 right there. And then it's Ashley Cody for Herman. That is one way to beat the fast break. Just outrun it. Faster than I could catch up with the focus. She gets the bucket there, and it's the Raiders again. Some quick passing goes to Sarah Moulton for the bucket. That's Marissa Cates with the assist right there. Hawks again, though. Sadie Campbell, she gets a look from outside, and that one is nothing but net. Herman goes on to win it 54-39. All right, let's take a look at some other scores from around the area. Stearns over Penobscot Valley boys. That is a 30-27 victory. My eyes are getting bad. Class C North, Belfast over Waterville girls, 47-31. In Class B North as well, Old Town over MDI girls, 41-37. That's a close one right there. And then Skank over Lee Academy boys, another close one, 48-45. All right, let's hit the pitch now. Back in November, we announced that pro soccer would be coming to Maine. The Maine footy of the United Women's Soccer League will begin play this spring. We just didn't know where. Until Wednesday, the footy will be playing all of their home games at Deering High's Memorial Field. The U23 team will play a 10-game season beginning in mid-May, with all proceeds going back to the community. The Maine representative will be competing in the highly competitive Northeast Division. Tickets have been selling fast as footy fever comes to Portland.
In general, just the parents and the emails we've received from folks saying it's great you're going to give us a Pro-Am team, but also those enrichment programs and leadership, kind of that rising tide lifts all boats. I think they're very excited about the broader Maine footy story as much as having a great team this summer.
Giving young athletes the opportunity to watch future stars. It's really inspirational and it's really exciting.
All right, so you got the Maine footy, the Sea Dogs, the Mariners, the Celtics. A lot of fun stuff going on down there. That's all the time we have for sports. We'll be right back after the break.
The Sebec Lake House proves that Days World is ready for any challenge. The client had very high standards for this entire project. You can tell by Sebec Lake actually being in granite in the floor. Days World had to match those high standards, and we did with the Mitsubishi electric equipment that we carry. They didn't want any diffusers on that first level.
You cannot see the diffusers anywhere, just like they promised. We trusted Dave's World with this project, and we're very pleased with the results, and I'd highly recommend them.
Making the time to be together.
Supporting local business.
Starting a college savings plan. Expanding our brewery.
Buying our first home.
Giving back any way we can.
With big offerings and local bank support, we can help in more ways that really matter.
If you're eligible for Medicare and Medicaid, a Medicare Advantage plan from Anthem Maine Health can come with all the benefits you want and zero compromises. Just go to anthemmainehealth.com/answers or call 855-753-3928 for a one-on-one Medicare plan review. Ask about our $0 monthly premium plans that include dental, vision, and hearing coverage, along with transportation, a free gym membership, and $0 copay for prescriptions, all for zero extra cost. Plus, you could be eligible for extra benefits to help you save even more. We have plans with up to $2,500 a year to help you pay for over-the-counter health items, groceries, and living expenses like cell phone, electric, or water bills, all on a single prepaid MasterCard you can use at thousands of locations nationwide. Call Anthem Maine Health at 855-753-3928 or visit anthemmainehealth.com/answers and get a Medicare Advantage plan with zero compromises for you and your wallet.
Take on winter in New England with Ford F-Series. No power? No problem. Because Ford F-150 becomes a mobile generator with available Pro Power onboard. And Super Duty keeps plowing ahead with the muscle you need to tame the elements. That's Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. Now returning lessees drive home a 2022 F-150 for $359 a month or buy with 0% plus $1,000 cash on select F-150 models.
Let's go. It's not how you begin. You take advantage of the moment. But how you finish. Super Bowl 57, February 12th on Fox.
An Oscar winner will add a new trophy to her mantle. A pop icon celebrates 40 years of hits and more. Fox's Ashley Dvorkin has all of the latest from the Hollywood Nation.
Madonna celebrates, Tatum plans a remake, and Field scores a special honor in the Hollywood Nation.
Miss Field, straight ahead.
Sally Field will receive the highest tribute from her peers. The Oscar-winning actress will be honored with the SAG Lifetime Achievement Award at the 29th Annual Screen Actors Guild Awards. The ceremony streams live on Netflix's YouTube channel February 26th. Channing Tatum wants to remake the 1990 classic romance Ghost. In an interview with Vanity Fair, Tatum revealed he plans to produce a new version through his production company, Free Association, which owns the rights to the Oscar-winning film. He may also star in the role played by late actor Patrick Swayze, who starred alongside Demi Moore and Whoopi Goldberg. Some of country music's biggest names are heading to the live music capital of the world. Luke Bryan, Kane Brown, Sam Hunt, and Elle King are among the artists performing at the 2023 iHeart Country Festival. It will be held at the Moody Center in Austin, Texas, May 13th.
You think people would come to that show?
And Madonna is hitting the road to perform 4 decades of her greatest hits on the Celebration Tour. A star-studded video announcing the news was a nod to the pop legend's 1991 documentary Truth or Dare. The 35-date run starts July 15th in Vancouver. In Hollywood, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
Netflix is offering a potentially big paycheck for a new flight attendant. The position is for one of the company's private jets based in California. According to the listing, the flight attendant will perform normal responsibilities and maintain the stockroom. Netflix says the market range for the position is between $60,000 and $385,000. That's quite the range. The listing also states candidates must be able to operate with little direction and embrace Netflix's culture. So maybe sit back and watch some movies, too.
Well, Taylor Swift is donating her guitar for a greater good. The Music Cares charity relief auction could be a Swift fan's dream. Swift signed an acoustic guitar designed in her 2020 Evermore album cover, and it's up for auction. It's estimated to bring in $5,000 to $10,000, and fans can sign up to bid for it on the Julien's Auctions website. Ozzy Osbourne and Jimmy Buffett are also giving away their personal items for the auction, which takes place February 5th. The auction is organized to raise money for health and financial assistance for struggling musicians.
Duncan Hines is releasing some of Dolly Parton's favorite recipes as baking mixes. The line features fabulous fudgy and caramel turtle brownies, yum, as well as cornbread and biscuit recipes. The mixes are expected to hit the shelves this month. A limited edition Dolly's Baking Collection will be available on Duncan Hines' website starting February 8th. The collection issues a What Would Dolly Do tea towel, spatula, and recipe cards.
Love Dolly. Well, doctors are reminding us to get a little more vitamin D this month. Medical experts at the Cleveland Clinic say during winter, up your intake of vitamin D through food and supplements because winter days are often bleak. Certain foods are high in vitamin D, like milk, some types of fish like sardines and salmon, and even mushrooms have it. You can increase your absorption if you consume it during your heaviest meal, like dinner. Watch for signs of vitamin D deficiency that include fatigue, bone pain, muscle weakness, and mood changes. And certainly, winter can be a little rough on folks, so there's one way to maybe thwart some of the effects of that, seasonal issue.
Yeah, absolutely. You hear so much about it. So many people affected, in our region as well. And it's tough when, there's a lot of times it's hard to get outside during the winter. And, and that's a big part of it too. But there are a lot of solutions out there. You hear about like the lights nowadays that they have that actually beam vitamin D onto you, I think. So there are things to do, and then you can just simply take the supplements as well, which I try to do every once in a while. But
I will say I've lived in places where winter was much more steadily gray outside, and that was really tough. One of the things I love about Maine is that even though it certainly gets chilly, it's pretty sunny.
Yes, it can be. And we have a lot of good bright days, and that's something to be thankful for right there.
It is indeed. All righty, folks, well, that's going to do it for us. Take care and have a great night.
Good night, everyone.
For more local news coverage, switch over to our sister station ABC7 right now for ABC7 News at 11.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Introducing the Price is Right Home Sweepstakes. You could